I'd say that was probably my lowest point, but my best point was overcoming it.
I remember I said to my mother that I'm going to play in Premier League.
And it was a fail, they didn't take me.
But of course you realize how lucky sometimes we are.
The first memories of football, I think my dad used to play football, not professional, and I used to go with him, and I was only 5, 6.
From my earliest memory, it was all football for me. Biggest passion. Loved it, loved what it gave me.
And of course, when you become a professional player, all your memory from since you were a kid and you were just thinking about, okay, how good will we, to play in the best league in the world.
Just in Serbia, we just play football on the street, and then when I became a little bit older, I remember I said to my mother that I'm going to play in Premier League, but I just said that because I was 7, 8.
So yeah, I went to Monaco, did the first trial, liked me, but I was really, really small at the time. So they said they wanted to see me again, so I went, I think maybe 4 or 6 weeks later for a second one, and it was a fail. They didn't take me.
In Argentina, I went there when I was 12 years old.
Those kind of things make you the player you are because, a failure is a failure and you just want to improve.
When I was 10, I moved to live with myself, and I was on trial in Red Star.
I went to Leeds United at 11 years old.
Since that, I was 10, I was doing my job. My football had become my job.
It was 2 hours away from my own town. Of course, I left all my family, friends, just thinking that I wanted, one day to become a professional footballer.
I remember the first season was difficult for us because there were a lot of older players, and in that time was different. So you were hammered every day by all the players.
Sometimes I know as a kid you just want to play football. You missed a lot of things with your friends because you're going in bed just thinking that you have a game the day after when they're going out.
Of course, when you play with players such as, Vieira, Pires, Sol Campbell, Ashley Cole, any player, any age, you will find it difficult. But I was so excited to be there that I didn't realize the challenge that was ahead of me. But I felt the need of my friend and family. The first year, the first 6 months were really hard.
Back to when I first signed at Aston Villa, I must have been there about 10 months, and I ruptured my cruciate ligament, damaged my lateral meniscus and my medial ligament as well. Once you have a big injury like that, you seem to get a few setbacks after that, a few niggly injuries, and I'd say that was probably my lowest point. My best point was overcoming it. When you have such a bad injury, you always question, and people do question, will he come back? Will he be the same? Will he be better? It was a very positive thing for me to come through it and to manage to make a statement and play in the first team at Villa, and then get this move here to this big club.